Hey, it's Jason from Gamewright, and I'm here to teach you how to play Shifting Stones, a game of tiles and tactics. This is for 1 to 5 players, ages 8 and up. In Shifting Stones, your goal is to rearrange 9 mystical stone tiles in order to match patterns on the cards in your hand. Each time you match a pattern, you score the points indicated on the card. But you'll need to sacrifice some of your cards in order to shift and flip the tiles into place. Whoever scores the most points at the end of the game wins! To set up a game of Shifting Stones, first, arrange the 9 stone tiles into a 3x3 grid in the middle of the playing area. Then, shuffle the pattern cards and stack them face down above the grid, leaving space off to one side for a discard pile. Note that the orientation of the stone tiles should be the same for all players, no matter where they're sitting. In other words, for all players, this is going to be north, this is south, this is west, and this is east. Then, give each player a tile guide card, which doubles as a quick reference to the turn actions on the back. Make sure to include the tile guide with the dark background, as that indicates who goes first. Last but not least, deal each player 4 pattern cards. Keep your pattern cards to yourself, secret from opponents. On your turn, you're going to want to try to rearrange the stone tiles to match 1 or more of the pattern cards in your hand. But you can't rearrange the tiles for free. In fact, you'll have to spend some cards to shift or flip the tiles. For example, you could discard a card to swap the positions of 2 adjacent tiles, either horizontally or vertically, but never diagonally. You could also discard a card to flip over a tile to its opposite side. Then, if you see a pattern that matches one of the pattern cards in your hand, you can score that card. To score a card, simply place it face up in front of you into your scoring row. To end your turn, draw your hand back up to 4 cards. Then it's the next player's turn. Alternately, you could choose to skip your turn and instead draw 2 cards, bringing your hand up to 6. This means you'll have extra cards to spend on flipping and shifting tiles for your next turn, but you can't do this 2 turns in a row. Keep taking turns shifting, flipping, and scoring pattern cards until one player triggers the endgame by collecting a certain number of cards in front of them. That number depends on how many are playing. In a 2-player game, the endgame trigger is 10 cards. In a 3-player game, it's 9, 4 players, 8, and 5 players, it's 7. Once the endgame is triggered, finish out the round so that all players have had an equal number of turns. Then, count up the points on the pattern cards you collected. Note that the player who collected the most 1-point cards receives a 3-point bonus. Add up your final total, and whoever has the most points wins. So there you have it. That's how to play Shifting Stones, a game of tiles and tactics. To learn more about this or any of our other games, please visit us online at Gamewright.com. Thanks for playing with Gamewright, and thanks for watching.